Red Dead Oppressor, that's how I called new improved bow few days ago, because it can mark targets all across the map from insane distance and send dynamite arrows to kill pretty much anyone or maybe crush trader delivery wagons. And you know what Rockstar did immediately? They nerfed this weapon. In fact, it was shadow nerfed because I see no evidence of this weapon being changed in patch notes or anywhere. Today I saw a few comments that were saying that this new improved bow was nerfed since the time I've made my video, so I've decided to test this weapon again. And I saw no difference in damage or headshot range, it's still pretty lame, despite the fact that now I've already maxed this weapon familiarity. But one thing changed, and I don't know whether it's because Rockstar fixed it or maybe because I've leveled up this weapon to the maximum. Now improved bow has much better stamina drain rate than the regular bow. It drains full stamina in 47 seconds, while old bow drains full stamina in 36.5 seconds. It's not like very important parameter in my opinion, but at least now it works just like it should according to the description. I really think it's because I've leveled up this weapon to the maximum this time, but it's kinda weird. I mean, last time when I've checked I had it leveled up to like 80% and it drained stamina at the same rate as the regular bow, and when you leveling it up to the maximum the drain rate decreases dramatically. By the way, many people were asking what do I mean by leveling up weapon and weapon familiarity. I will put a link to one of my older videos in the description. In that guide I'm explaining what does level familiarity mean and how do you level up your weapons and what it affects. Anyway, now let's talk about the nerf. So in my last video I've showed you some testings when I was using dynamite arrow and the new improved bow from insane distance against a person who used level 3 health tonic, also known as a special health cure, and it was one-shot kill. That's why I called the improved bow an oppressor, because without any skill you can kill anyone from pretty much any distance. Anyway, painted black distance doesn't seem to change. At least I saw no difference. You still can place marks with new improved bow from much bigger distance than with a regular bow, but the damage that dynamite arrow is dealing with this bow was definitely changed. For example, take a look at our first test. I have average weight, fortified health status and no defensive ability cards. Yes, he was aiming at my leg, but before it was a one-shot kill to any body part. We decided to repeat this test because I have maximum level familiarity, but result was the same, it's not a kill. If painted black mark is gonna be placed on the body or on the head, then it's a one-shot kill. Still, but take a look at our next test. This time I'm gonna be using level 3 health tonic. And as you can see, I have a lot of health left, while on Sunday, when we were testing this from the same distance, it was a one-shot kill. So now the new improved bow is not deadly anymore on the longer distances, even with the dynamite arrow. Let's repeat this test on a closer distance, and distance is pretty impressive anyways, but now even against level 3 health tonic it one-shots. So now damage from the new improved bow is heavily affected by distance, even with the dynamite arrow, and by the way it makes no sense at all. I mean, it's unrealistic, because why would damage from explosion be affected by something like that? On the other hand, I must admit, it's a great nerf. The nerfs that I've personally been asking for. By the way, we've checked, and even on the biggest distances arrow still follows the mark, so you will be able to hit moving targets easily. But now take a look at something interesting. We're gonna be testing new improved bow with dynamite arrows against the tank build, so I'm gonna be using level 3 health tonic, fortified health status and 4 damage reduction ability cards: slow and steady, iron lung, sharpshooter and never without one. Keep in mind that I could have even more protection by having maximum overweight and using fool me once instead one of the defensive abilities. Anyway, as you can see, even after the 2 shots I'm still alive, and I'm gonna tell you more, I will survive even the 3rd shot with the dynamite arrow. So few days ago this new improved bow was a total beast in a free roam PvP, and now it's pretty much useless against snipers with a tank build. I mean, it takes 4 dynamite arrows to get the kill, and you can have only 8 arrows with you and like craft another 8. Now let's repeat the same test but on a closer distance, and even now, even from the closest distance, it takes 2 body shots with dynamite arrow to break this tank build. But you might say, wait a second, maybe it's not the new bow that was nerfed, but dynamite arrow in general. We're gonna check it by repeating the same test with a tank build, but against regular bow this time. As you can see on the closer distance, regular bow one-shots with a dynamite arrow. And now let's check the maximum distance. Again, we have level 3 tonic, fortified health status and 4 defensive ability cards. But no, it one-shots. So dynamite arrow works as it used to, at least with the regular bow. Conclusion: Red Dead Oppressor was nerfed. Yes, new bow can mark from all across the map, but it's kinda useless on such distances, even with the dynamite arrow. And it leads us with a question: why do we need this bow at all? I mean, it has much lower damage and the headshot range is ridiculous. So the only advantage is that it has is lower stamina drain rate, but personally I don't care about it, and it also has bigger painted black distance. But it cannot be really used in PvP because damage from the bigger distances is too small. So except the cosmetics, why do we need this bow? Please tell me in the comments, because I really have no idea. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching. До свидания.